Hey guys, thank you for tuning in for my Tuesday night update. It is December 7th, 2021. We're, inching our way to Christmas. And before you know it, the new year's going to start 2022, 20 years after high school, which I can't believe it's been 22 years since I graduated high school. And, if I wish I would have known when I graduated from high school that 20 years later, I'll be losing, my father. I would have spent more time with my dad, knowing that. But you know what? That's the thing about life. You just don't know when your loved one is going to pass away, and you should spend as much time with them as possible. I know, like it's hard to because with our daily lives, it gets so busy and hectic. But you know what? Like if you're, with family, you do bicker, you do have your moments where you're fighting. But I think at some point when your family needs you, you have to put that aside and uh, you know come together. And that's what we did yesterday with my father. We laid him to rest yesterday, and it was very, it was emotional, and it was a small service. uh, and the way my father wanted it, he wanted to be a small funeral. And I really thank everybody here on Casually Christian who wished my family, gave me your condolences, your well wishes. I really appreciate it, and I feel like you guys really came together. When I was writing my eulogy, I posted a photo of me like crying, and it really hit me because I was really avoiding writing that eulogy. Because part of my eulogy says like when you write something and you say it, it becomes real. It's fact. It's out there. It exists. And I didn't want to say goodbye to my dad, but the day was coming, and I as I was writing my speech, the waterworks came, and I was feeling all these emotions. Seeing the typing the words. I'm gonna miss you, Dad. I love you. I'm gonna miss your personality. Your eugenic personality, and talking about his legacy. And I just brought it home. And when they called me up to do the eulogy, and I read it. I doing the show helped me because I had it in the cue card. And I it was great. It was it made me feel good because like I tapped into the emotions of the room, and I made my nephew cry. I never see him like showing him emotions, and he was crying with his dad beside him after I was done. And people were telling me that I used some colorful, like my the words I used were very nice and well written. And I'm glad that I was able to honor my dad that way, uh, talking about his life, his legacy, and missing him. Because what's crazy is that back in 2015, when my dad was going through his health problems, he had his foot amputated, and he had suffered 2 heart attacks. And for sure, I thought that my father was going to pass away back in 2015. I remember having a dream. I was at his funeral, and then in my dream, I was walking to the casket, and it was open, and it was resting. I was crying, and I really felt that dream. I felt that I was actually crying, that I was actually in my dad's funeral. And when I leaned in to hug my dad for the last time in my dream, like my dad woke up, and he gave me a hug back, and he pulled me in, and I felt him, and like I brought him back. And when I woke up from that dream, it really like driving to the hospital, reliving, thinking about that dream, like it really like I was mentally getting ready for it, even though like my subconscious was getting ready for it. But like when it does happen, you're never ready for, losing a loved one. But yeah, like I was in my eulogy, I wish that I was able to, reach in and hug my dad so he could wake up for reals. But this is reality, and he's going on to the next plane of existence. And I do know that there is a next plane in existence because I have seen some paranormal stuff in my past, I think unexplainable stuff. And I'm when my story ends, I hope when I'm transitioning to the next world that I'm going to see my parents guiding me to the next life. And I know my dad will be there. And but you know what? We're gonna move forward with everything else with Casually Christian. We're gonna start getting into the ball of things now that everything's settled with my family. And yeah, we have a whole bunch of, just to let you guys know, we're having a Christmas special December 18th. It's a live like show, not done remotely. We're gonna have two guests talk about Christmas, talk about what they did for the new year, things that they learned from this year, things that they stepped out of their comfort zone, and what they wish the next year will bring them, and just relive our happy Christmas memories and our favorite Christmas dishes. Talk about all that, and please join us on December 18th, and when we're live, you guys could comment, and I'll read the comments during the show, and it'll be a fun, gay old time. I won't get too tipsy, but yeah. Other than that, my boyfriend, he started a new job. He's hustling solar panels. So if you guys interested in getting solar panels, please hit me up, and I'll hook you up with my babe's information, so you could sell you some solar panels. But yeah, like he's this is something like his cousin's one of the top salesmen of the solar company. So I'm confident that he's going to do well. And I was telling him that because he used to work at GameStop. It's like, babe, just think about, you're just selling stuff for GameStop, but this is like it's on steroids. You're selling on steroids right now. So he's very my boyfriend's very personable. People like him, and I know he's going to do a great job in his new career selling solar panels. But yeah, so things are changing for the better. And also, since Christmas is coming up, you know what I heard about today, which is kind of like of course this would happen 3 weeks before Christmas. This CEO of this mortgage company that's done online, he laid off 900 of his employees during a Zoom call, and it was a 3-minute Zoom call. And in it, he said, let me read a little bit of it. Let's see. About 900 employees of a digital mortgage company, Better.com, learned they had been laid off in an abruptly scheduled 3-minute group Zoom call just weeks before Christmas. We are laying off about 15% of the company for a number of reasons: the market efficiency and performances and productivity. Tongue twister. CEO, I can't pronounce that guy's name, said in the December 1st meeting, according to a recording of the call posted on TikTok. He told employees the decision to let them go was challenging, which I think he probably just like, oh, we need to lay some people off. He just, did it like that. But the thing is, I don't understand how people are they think that corporations have their best interest for their employees. You know what I mean? Like, well, like how naive are you? Like the bottom line is like, of course they need to save, like if they need to save cash, I mean, like they're gonna do what they need to do. And if it means laying off 900 people, around Christmas, they're gonna do it because they don't want to, they don't want to be poor. Which what is being poor for a CEO? You know what I mean? Like they're gonna be fine. Even if they go bankrupt, they'll be fine, But it's just like I just, let me pull something, because like I posted that article on my Facebook, and a couple people commented on it, and they're great comments. Let me read it to you guys real quick. Just hold on. Let me just pull up what they commented. This was from Byron, my buddy Byron. He said, "Dang, that sucks, but at least they got a 4-week severance. I remember one time I was laid off a day before Thanksgiving with nothing so much as a good luck." And that happens. I just don't fucking get it. You know what I mean? Like, people are working for the company for like years, and they get sacked right away with even like a good luck, without a good luck or thank you or anything like that. I was like, what's up with that? Fuck those fools. And then my other buddy, he said, I've been seeing this like crazy. This person could have handled this better. The severance package could have been better. Heck, with that many layoffs, the right thing to do would have been to have HR help them find another job based on their qualifications. Firing in the masses was not only morally wrong, but I hope this company gets what's coming to them. The dude needs to step down. And I think, with the social network, I think he has a lot of backlash. It's gonna look really, really, really bad for his company, to the point where I think he's gonna lose money because of this story. Because something about customers, we side for the common man. If this guy, like he laid off 900 people, and I know about it, I'm not gonna shop there. You know what I mean? The fuck that guy. I'll go to another competitor, and that's 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 how you do good business. Hey guys, thank you for commenting. Joe and Art gave me a thumbs up, and Pill something said, "Who was the first Christian? Who was the first Christian? I don't know who was the first Christian. Uh, yeah, I don't know. We're not a religious show. I'm a spiritual guy, but yeah, I don't. That's if you guys tell me questions about like religious stuff, I'm not gonna know. uh, but yes, on the tails, let me get a little drinky poo. Um, okay, segueing to our next story. The only reason we know about this story is because of a TikTok story. Did you guys hear about this? That there was a modern day slavery going on in Georgia. The FBI, they just raided this farm, and they were doing this for. Let me read you the headline. This is a Vice article. Let me get that. It's like workers held at gunpoint in modern day slavery operation in Georgia, feds allege. So let me read you a snippet. For years, dozens of Mexican and Central American laborers were brought to the United States to work on Georgia farms as modern day slaves, according to a newly unsealed federal indictment. Now, 2 dozen accused members and associates of the crime ring that orchestrated the workers' exploitations are facing a laundry list of felony charges, all thanks to a 3-year multi agency federal investigation dubbed Operation Bloomin' Onion. A press release from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Georgia said Monday. So this story broke yesterday, and when was yeah no this well this I recently found out about this story, and the thing is like nobody's talking about it in the news, and it's really frustrating that like how they say migrants, they're rapists, they're lazy, they're drug addicts. Like, well, what about the other side? Corporations, not all corporations take advantage of people, but there are a handful of people who do exploit migrant workers who are very, very hard workers. My dad, he picked strawberries at a field, and he was like, if you know my dad, he was not a lazy man. Like he always did something, but I don't understand the note, like the idea that immigrants, that they don't contribute to our society. And here you see this corporation, this lady, I think it was like a couple organizations, they were abusing this, and two people died, and one lady was repeatedly raped. And as they were picking these onions, they were held at gunpoint, and it's modern day slavery, and this is something that, imagine the other cases that aren't reported, like sex trafficking and other instances where people didn't get caught, and they're doing the same type of they're exploiting the same type of workers in the same manner. This is something that you don't hear about, and I think it's because since uh, media organizations are all like, they're all corporations, so they don't want to keep that from the public. But thank God for like TikTok and social media, like these stories that would be swept under the rug, they're coming back, they're coming into the light. So yeah, read this article, guys, and please share it. It's bull crap. That what people come here for the American dream, and people exploit people's dreams, and it fucking sucks, and it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable to lay 900 people off before Christmas and to exploit migrant workers for their own gain, because like they were picking food and they were only getting pennies for the hour. It's horseshit. So yeah, please share these. Oh, well, hold on, Jonathan. I think I heard John. It's like, here you go, baby. Um, but yeah, just so share those articles, circulate them. But you know what? On the lighter news, China is our another story. China, they're investigating this hut structure in on moon on the moon. So let me give you this snippet. China is investigating a mysterious hut on the far side of the moon. China Hutu 2 rover has spotted what Chinese researchers are calling a mysterious hut on the far side of the moon. The rover, whose name means jaded rabbit, in Mandarin, recorded a blurry image of the cube-shaped object as the rover made its way across the moon's von Karman crater. Looking on the north on October 29th, the mission's 36th lunar day, the rover spotted the mysterious hut around 260 feet, 80 meters away. The China National Space Administration outreach program, our space, posted on the Chinese social network on December 3rd. So that's pretty cool. I mean, they say it was like it was like an asteroid hit, and it's just some rock sticking out, but they still want to investigate, just in case. But it's very interesting. I love listening to new discoveries in space, because there's so many things. You're discovering everything, like everything's new, in space. It's just so incredible, like there's so much that we don't know, like even like in our oceans, and to discover space, it's literally the final frontier, and we're just barely starting it. So I'm anxious to know what's that hut. Maybe Pizza the Hut. We'll see. And our last story, this is pretty cool. So Jack in the Box, they bought Del Taco, and they bought Del Taco for $575 million deal, which is going to clear sometime early next year. And it's a part of a strategy that I'm sorry, Jack in the Box is doing to purchase Del Taco. Let's see. The deal, which is expected to close early next year, doubles down on the Jack in the Box success with tacos. Jack in the Box serves an electric array of food from burgers to egg rolls, but the chain has made something of a name for itself with its tacos. And despite getting mixed reviews, they're long been a top-selling item for the brand. And you know what? I love the Jack in the Box tacos, especially like, did you guys ever try the mini tacos from Jack in the Box? They come with like this avocado dipping sauce, and it's fucking delicious. And that's how I gained my COVID-19. Yeah, it was like what's tasty about those little tacos is because like you can eat multiple, and like they're like an explosion of flavor. You know what I mean? It's really really good, and I think they still sell them. And I think they even have they added an addition of mini tacos that have flaming hot powder on it. I don't know if you guys seen it, but I haven't tried them because I have like heartburn problems. But you know what? Like because of this story today, I made it a point to have lunch at Del Taco today, because I haven't had Del Taco in a very, very long time. I would say maybe like close to maybe a year or two. I don't think I had it last year. But yeah, I went to the Del Taco over here in Downey, and I ordered a classic taco with two chicken tacos, and they're pretty yummy. I love their French fries, and yeah. So we'll be seeing that. I'm kind of curious to see what their new menu is going to look like, how that's going to work, you know. But yeah, that's a lot of money to fork over to buy Del Taco. When I was visiting Texas this year at my brother's, I didn't see a Del Taco because it's like a Southern California or California thing. And I don't know if anybody's watching this in Texas. Do you guys have Jack in the Box there too? Because they said that Jack in the Box is like a California company, but I don't remember seeing a Jack in the Box in Texas. I saw a lot of Whataburgers. But yeah, it's I got it I got a was a fatty moment, and I wanted to get some of their crunchy tacos, because I feel like Del Taco is better than Taco Bell, because you could taste the cheese. You could taste the cheese, you know. But yeah, those are my three stories. And also this I'm on bereavement time. I have tomorrow's my last day of bereavement. I'm taking my brother back to Texas. Driving to the airport so he could go back to Texas, and I'm trying to see if we can have breakfast together before his flight. And but yeah, it's it went by pretty quick, but I was trying to keep what's it called, productive my days off. Trying to I've been watching some Lucy clips, because this Thursday I want to have an I Love Lucy clip show for you guys. Since the Aaron Sorkin movie, Being the Ricardos, is coming out this weekend, starring Nicole Kidman and that guy from No Country for Old Men. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because because at work I've been watching some and listening to podcasts just about I Love Lucy and the history of Desi Arnaz and Lucy Ball. And I think the reason I was doing that is because it was getting me outside of my what's going on with my family, and it was, I mean, who doesn't know about I Love Lucy? You have to live under a rock to not know, who is, the show I Love Lucy. It's like it's one of those shows that one of those rare shows that you can still watch today, and it's still the comedy still hits. It's still funny. And the story of how I Love Lucy happened and how Desi and Lucy met, and their toxic relationship. It's very powerful. Like, it's an engaging story. You know what I mean? She's the original, like, queen of comedy. She gave birth to um, the modern sitcom. But we'll talk about it more this Thursday about I Love Lucy and the history of Desi Arnaz and how they changed the landscape of sitcoms, and it started syndication, and there's the first show that they filmed on film, and it was really cool. There's a lot of trivia that I'm gonna throw at you guys on Thursday, and I'm gonna see if I could bring somebody on to watch these Lucy clips, and we're also gonna watch some Desi Arnaz interviews and like little snippets from TikTok. It's gonna be a really fun show, a light show, and just before I go, I remember this is a while ago. I was talking to my friend Art and his mom Margaret, and they told me the story where, like, these immigrants from South America, they watched they watched Lucy for the first time, and they could not stop laughing. Like, people who couldn't speak the language were watching I Love Lucy, and it was landing. And it's the appeal of I Love Lucy. I had something about it. It's very it makes it's gonna be like The Office and Seinfeld and I Love Lucy. There's one of those shows that kind of like live forever. Um, it's the playability is like it's always there. And as I was going through this stuff with my family, I was watching I Love Lucy because it's familiar, and it's a show that everybody. My dad knows about Lucy. He knows about the show. So get ready for that on Thursday. We're going to watch some Lucy clips together. It's gonna be really fun. And also, we're gonna have our show on December 18th. We're gonna have a Christmas show, and then we're gonna start the interviews again this coming January. I'm trying to get some some entertainers to come on and talk about their careers, their journeys, and hear about their life. It's gonna be really fun, guys. This whole new year is gonna be really fun. And also, I'm really digging this new look. I think I'm gonna start wearing these coats, these blazers, because I think they look sleek. But you know what? It's making me bust a sweat right now. I don't know if you guys see me because those damn lights. And Alex had like the mini oven on, and we have air fryer, and so it made the house all warm. So I'm kind of melting here. But yeah, if you guys are watching this on Facebook, please remember to hit like. And if you guys can, please share my Facebook page of this update. I'll greatly appreciate it. And if you guys could go on YouTube and hit like and subscribe and smash that notification bell to catch the latest episodes of Casually Christian presented by Livestream My Event, we'll greatly appreciate it. That's the only way our show will get out, if you guys share, like, and subscribe, so people can find our show. And it's going to be great. And also, if you guys want to listen to my beautiful voice, we're on the SoundCloud. If you guys scan that QR code, it'll take you directly to our SoundCloud podcast. I'll listen to 44 hours of Casually Christian at the ready. And I'll see you guys until Thursday. Thanks for commenting, guys. Have a good night, and stay safe, and say I love you to your loved ones. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.